welcome guys, another episode of the Huddle podcast. Today, I'm actually in the Parafed office, so we can like turn around and we can see Jan and Tina just hanging out. So we're bombarding the office. But today we've got Mihi on the show. He's come to join us, which has been absolute pleasure. I'll let yourself, do you want to introduce yourself a little bit for those that haven't met you before?
Yeah, cool. Name's me Pepe, and from Cook Islands, Rarotonga. Came here what year was that? 2009, I think.
Oh, so not actually that long. Well, nearly
Wow.
11 years
that,
now.
But then, I came here and I
Yeah.
settled here in 2009.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this is also a moment for me to introduce myself and then the sport I rip myself out there,
Yeah.
which is basketball and Waka. So hopefully you guys can jump on board and how do you say it? Rock the boat. Things like that. Yeah,
Oh,
so awesome.
Cool. All right, we'll get into it. So tell me about your sports and your journey as an athlete and where you've come from, where you're going. What is Mihi as an athlete?
As an athlete. Okay, at the moment basketball is not getting me to where I wanted to go at the moment. So I'm kind of putting that aside at the moment and pretty much focus on Waka paddling and all that, which is, I see I have a little bit of got that little bit of talent to work myself toward it and achieve my dream to be representing New Zealand in Waka Paralympic and all that. So, yeah.
And so how did you find yourself in the Waka community? Because it's not huge in the para-adaptive disability sector, is it? How did you get involved?
How did I get involved? Because where I come from Cook Island, Rarotonga, and over there when we were kids, we were in the water all the time, so we pretty much playing, probably paddling on some floating maybe wood or timber, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which is still a big part of sport for me. So not till until I got here in New Zealand, where I heard that there is para Waka happenings. So I automatically jump on that canoe, wanting to be part of it. And people wondering, oi, how the hell this crippled guy, get balance himself in the canoe like that? I came up with some ideas, like I could have strap thing and sit on the seat and then strap myself in, and which hold the pace on the seat, and not to worry about from here up, which I got pretty much good balance on it.
And that's where your power comes from as well, yeah.
So.
Oh, that's cool. And so you've competed obviously quite a lot. What has been the most highlights and biggest memories that you've made in your competitions?
Winning gold medal at New Zealand Nationals is
That's a huge event as well.
It is.
Yeah.
It is massive. There's a lot of people there competing, and not so much of the paras there, but we did give it a go. And it was awesome. So
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So as an athlete and as a person as well, what has sport taught you? Being part of teams and part of communities, both basketball and Waka, what has it taught you along the way?
Oh, a lot of discipline there. A lot. It's hard to get the mindset going.
Yeah.
But I guess you have to be strong and discipline yourself and then get to know everybody on the canoe, their strength, their power, and things like that. So we have to adapt to everybody, to everybody's strength.
Yeah.
So,
And like mentally, what have you had to do to become stronger, like more resilient and in the mind?
I guess fitness plays a lot to it.
Yeah.
Fitness, a lot of fitness.
Yeah.
If you're fit, when you're fit, you're in there, you're doing it. It's all good. When you're not fit, oh man, I tell you, it's hard work. It's hard work. We're putting a lot of work on others to we say it like someone's dead weight on the canoe.
Yeah.
So all those kind of things. It's all comes through mindset and all that.
Yeah. And so what do you do to get fit? Like what do you do so that you're not the dead weight on the boat?
I do a lot of strength and conditioning thing, and I do my own trainings at home, a lot of push-ups, burpees, stuff like that. Yeah, a lot of strength and conditioning stuff.
Have you always done that, strength and conditioning, or is it something you've learned you've had to do in order to be good at what you do?
Well, when I started last year, I found that as I was going through my strength and conditioning, and I found that when I was in the canoe racing, I've got all, how do you say it? Stamina, is it?
The endurance.
Like yeah. It just comes in naturally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think, or what to you is the most amazing part of Waka Ama? Like, what's the moments that you love, that you are having like genuine fun and it's passionate and it's exciting, and that's why you get back on the water every time?
I guess it's the challenge, eh?
Yeah.
The challenge on the Waka, and you get to challenge the good lots there and the not so good lot there. But and when you compete with the good ones, and then you get to beat some of them, and your mind motivates you to keep coming back and beat the whole lot of them, things like that. That's my mindset to it.
Yeah.
It's always been in there, and it's always been in me all this time. So, just a matter of getting out there and do it. So
facing the challenge.
Face the challenge.
Do you think there's space in the world for more adaptive and para Waka Ama?
Yes. At the moment, there's only 2 paras in our club. One is me, and then the other guy is George Damore, is the New Zealand world, New Zealand para Olympian. He was. Yeah. So we sort of like trying to. We know there are good paras out there, but just that at the moment we're trying to get all the equipment, seatings and all that, straps like that, and cushions and all that. So maybe that way we can cater any adaptives out there. So we really need to get this program going.
Yeah.
Slowly we're getting there.
And I mean, like, we've talked to James, who is a mountain biker, and Andrew, who's a golfer, and they both said the same thing. Like, everyone needs different equipment, different setups, different sizing and everything, and it definitely takes a lot of time and a lot of passionate people.
Yeah, it's a lot of times just setting the equipment up, and sometimes we do ask able-bodied people to give us a hand, because there's some we can't do it, especially for me. So there's always able-bodied out there in our clubs that are willing to give their time to help us out and get our program going at the moment.
Did it take you a while to figure out the straps and everything, or a few capsizes? Yes.
Oh my gosh. My first time I went in the Waka, I didn't have cushion or straps like that, and we're paddling, and I didn't even know I was not sitting on my seat, but sitting on my heel.
I was like all folded
Oh
up.
my god! And my mates, bro, are you okay? And I said, yeah, I'm okay. He said, no, you're not on your seat. And then next minute, I was, oh shit. And then yeah, so because I do wheelchair basketball, and we do strap ourselves in our sport chair.
Yeah.
So I was saying to myself, why can't I strap myself in the canoe?
Do the same thing.
Yeah, do the same thing. So when I did it, it works well with me because it's sort of get my strength and everything going.
Yeah, and obviously like you're quite low as well, so it's really helpful.
And,
Yeah,
you know, not like off balance off my seat. So no, it's there's a lot to it. Seating and all that, strappings and pushing stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, that's awesome. But I just noticed, I thought this was a sport chair. You got no brakes on it, man.
No. This is my day chair.
Yeah.
I took the brakes off because it always caught.
Oh, so you're pushing.
Yeah. So sometimes it ripped it like that. Yeah.
Nasty. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
You better hope you don't have a driveway going to your house.
I feel sorry for my day chair anyway. Sea water is getting to it and starting to get rust.
Yeah.
So I guess this is another thing I have to look into.
It's all the equipment.
Yeah.
It's everything.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much for swinging by. Everyone, that was me here, as mentioned at the beginning. So I will put all his details below. As always, if you haven't subscribed to all of our channels now that we're on iTunes as well, you'll get big and famous now that you're on iTunes. So you can check it out everywhere, and you can get linked in so you'll get all the notifications. But otherwise, thank you so much for coming by.
Cool.
Is there anything else you wanted to say before we go off there?
It's out there, you gotta just go and get it.
There you go, that's the advice. Awesome. Alright guys, we will see you next episode.